Hey guys, Daskro here, another episode of Pub Talk episode 7. With this footage, look, it's Gunmaster. Why am I showing Gunmaster? Well, I want to share with you a guilty pleasure of mine. I love playing Gunmaster. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Daskro, you show basically nothing but competitive footage on your channel. You're always using M16, you're always using AK, you're using M4A1. What's the deal? Well, here's the thing, guys. Now, I love playing in organized matches. I love the challenge of playing against opponents that are going to bring their A game and are going to pull all the stops out in order to try to defeat me. And I like to try to bring my A game and try to beat them and enjoy that competition. And in that same respect, I always use the same gun loadouts because it's something that I want to take out from the equation as a variable. I don't have to worry about different types of guns I have to use. I want to focus on getting really good at just one or two or three and go from there. I do not find it challenging to try different guns for the sake of trying different guns. It's just not my thing when it comes to these organized games like this. But here's the thing though. In Gunmaster, which is sort of a public play, it's basically TDM with very different types of guns that you can play, and it's fixed in terms of the variety of guns, so you can't just choose to go one gun or the other, it goes in a sequence. I find that very interesting and intriguing, and I especially like to play servers like these where I'm playing on servers that have randomized gun loadouts for every map. And so every map you play is a different series of gun loadouts with a different set of attachments and perks and things like that. It becomes really interesting to play because not only do you have to be really aggressive because it's all about getting all the kills as fast as you can so you can rank up and then win that round, but on top of this, you're going to be going against players with widely different varieties of guns. Guns that are made for different types of engagements in terms of distance, in terms of damage, in terms of rate of fire, all these different things out there. And you play it on maps either in Aftermath or you play them in close quarters, and it's really in your face. It's really close quarters, no pun intended. It's really just confined spaces in maps that are not linear at all. They're very open, they have a lot of different routes, they have a lot of different areas you can go through, and if you have really good map awareness, it becomes really fun to play these maps because if you understand how the map is laid out, you can do different avenues in order to get into better positions so you can engage more guys. And one of the things that I think is really fun about Gunmaster, at least in the last few months that I've been playing it, is that a lot of players tend to group up in packs and travel in packs, and it gets really exciting when you have a really odd gun that isn't meant to engage a bunch of people at once, but you get to do it anyway because the people you're playing against could conceivably have guns that also aren't meant to fight in close quarters. That's where it gets really cool, especially in certain game modes where you'll be playing as you level up higher to higher, the guns become progressively shittier. Like, as you get to like the 13th, 14th, or 15th level, it becomes like pistols only, and so the guys below you may have shotguns or may have SMGs, and you have a pistol, and how do you deal with that? I think that's a lot of fun. That's where it gets really cool. And on the topic of Team Deathmatch, in Gunmaster, a lot of it has to do with feeders. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about players that are not as skilled as you are, and if anything, they're just warm bodies that you can shoot in the game. Just like TDM, you have enough bad players on your team, or team players that just don't know how to play TDM well, they can actually be more detrimental than them not being there at all. And I know that's maybe a bit hard to understand, but they can actually be worse because they're just dying so much, and they're getting more kills for the enemy team. Same goes with Gunmaster, where if they're just there and they're not good, they're just providing another kill for a guy who's leveling up to get closer to that victory. And so there is sort of an imbalance in that respect, and if you're on a team that has a lot of feeders, other good players on the other team may just destroy you because they simply have more bodies to shoot. And that happens sometimes, but again, take in mind that Gunmaster isn't supposed to be a super competitive, super organized game, but it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted, and that's how I treat it. It's something that if you actually got a bunch of really competitive players in together to play against one another, it wouldn't be played like how it's usually played. It'd be very much a sort of a super pack mentality where they'd all stick together, they'd all just run through and kill a bunch of dudes, and then the one guy who happens to get the most kills of the team would win, but they would cooperate with each other a whole lot more.
If anything, it'd be really a lot cooler if Gunmaster was sort of a free-for-all kind of game mode, where it was just everyone for themselves. You can just kill anyone you want, and then you can get that rank up. And I know free-for-all really hasn't been a game mode that Battlefield has really embraced for a long time. I can't think of the last time there actually was a free-for-all game mode. Maybe Battlefield 1942, maybe the Desert Combat mod. I don't think Battlefield 2 had one. Now I'm kind of doubting myself, but nonetheless, it would be really cool if we had something like that, because then it would be really sort of this all-for-yourself kind of thing, and that'd be a lot of fun. Now, it'd be total chaos. Some people may find that completely and utterly not interesting and not fun, because it would essentially be a slaughterhouse, but I think that would be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's sort of my take on game mode. It really is a guilty pleasure, and I know I sound a bit of a contradictory, saying I want to stick with one or two different types of guns within the competitive game, but then I like playing Gunmaster. I think it's just taking something real serious in the competitive play side of things, trying to fight against competitive opponents on the organized play versus just pubbing around and having fun. With Gunmaster, their games are short, they are fast, they have a lot of variety, there's no vehicles and that kind of sucks, but beyond that, I still enjoy them. So that's my pub talk for episode 7. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do more Gunmaster footage in the future. I'll see you guys later.